Hello, welcome to the Butcher Show. I'm Mike, and this is the first ever C64 game I have ever played. So, bit of a story. I was in grade school in Quebec, one of the few English schools in Quebec, because it's a French province and they had few and far between. And in the I guess in the computer class or a small computer class, they had a Commodore 64 and a PET, which I mentioned the PET before, but they had a Commodore 64 machine. And this is one of the games that they played. It took me a while to find it, but I eventually found it on the C64.com database, which is called Froggee, which is a Frogger clone. So yeah, this was my first game I ever touched the system. And yeah, let's go play it. It's very similar, but it's got a couple differences. Just the way he moves. It's a lot of fun, not too bad. And there's a cop car that goes by. And again, this is like... Everybody called it Frogger, of course. It was pretty much Frogger. So, yeah, So, yeah, the Commodore 64 stuck with me ever since I started this game. It's not the greatest game in the world, but it's Frogger, and it's not bad. Remember, I had to use the keyboard for this thing. Da, 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 da. Oh, I hate this part. I hate this part. I hate this part. They must have other games for it, but I could never find it because I learned the command, load, (8), (1). And that was ingrained in me. When I got my Commodore 64, I remembered those commands. Because that's how I got the games. And I got my first Commodore from Canadian Tire. Or Zellers. Was it Zellers or Canadian Tire? It might have been Canadian Tire. Now, if you don't know who Canadian Tire is, for those American people who are watching American people, it's kind of like Walmart, but mostly automotive stuff, hence the name Canadian Tire. But they also sold like camping gear. They sold appliances, everything almost but food. Yeah, they tried that a few years ago with food. That didn't quite work with them. See, I'm applied this a couple of times. And I got the white one, the Commodore 64C. For the longest time, I thought it was like the superior one. But... Excuse me. It turns out it's the cheap one, or the cheaper or cost-reduced one. I just thought it was cool with the white... I don't know if I got the disk drive. Come to think about it, I was trying to remember. There was another game I got, which was Wizard. I think I had the Commodore 64, but I was waiting for the disk drive. It's been 30 years. It's been so long that you tend to forget this kind of stuff. Nope. 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 There we go. Whoo. Like there's no music, if you noticed. That music. Oh, why you suck. Oh, come on. I landed on that. Never thought like 40 years later I'll be playing this game again. Yeah, ever since in the back of my mind, it's like I played Frogger, and I find it everywhere, but Froggee, I couldn't find it. It's like, no, it's not right. I played other clones of Frogger. It's like, no, it's not right, not right. Hate this part, hate this part. There. Come on, police officer, let's go. Oh yeah, the female frog. Gotta save her. You never know, it could be a male frog. Whoa. I love the size difference between the cars and the frog. Whoa. What was your first Commodore game? Doesn't have to be a good one, just your first one. There we go. Oh, we're getting the snake now. Oh, here's trouble. And some gators. Some alligators. Okay, I'll play this little bit more. So the room that the Commodore 64 was, it was also a... so, you ever heard of the word carbon copy? That term. Well, carbon copy means a copy of, like a photocopy. But a carbon copy was more, a lot more chemical. You ever notice with effects, printers been around for a while, especially the older ones, has that chemical smell? Well, back in the day, it was cheaper to make these carbon copies from, picture a drum, and they put paper on it, and the drum goes round and round, pressing more and more sheets of this paper. So it would make multiple copies, and sometimes it would be black, sometimes it would be like a purple color. And it smelled like, it's a unique smell. It smells like pencil water, if that makes any sense to you. And the machine would go make hundreds of copies, and then the students would get the copies. It was a lot cheaper than a photocopy back in the day. We're talking like 40 years ago. So photocopies were like either extraordinarily expensive, or maybe there was developing. I'm not too sure about the photocopying history, but I'm sure that they're available. It was only available to government agencies and certain other people. Oof. Never times it right. Oh my goodness, I'm sucking. I remember playing this on either recess or... And we had to take turns. There was like, I think there was a sheet. I think there was like a sheet of paper, and you had to write down your name. So you get a game, and then the next student would come in to play another game. So it would cycle up. Like I think I played more on the Pet because nobody touched the Pet because of this Commodore 64. Everyone wanted to play on that. Nobody played on the Pet, and that's why I was programming on it. But I did play this game. It was a lot of fun. But anyway, if you like this kind of videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give me a thumbs down. Any feedback will be appreciated. Until the next video, this is Mike, signing off.